we're making you some more popcorn.
Excellent.
Just so you know.
I think the new Hammer theme song should be turned down for what? Love that one.
We'll put that in the box and maybe next week bring that up for you.
Okay.
Let's talk about the two new movies at the box office this weekend. You got to do that at least once every show, please.
I love that song.
Maleficent, Angelina Jolie had the big red carpet premiere this week. Tell us about this one.
That's right, a reimagining of 1959's animated classic Sleeping Beauty, and sees Angelina Jolie step in the imposing role as Maleficent. Have a look.
Don't be afraid.
I am not afraid.
Then come out.
Then you'll be afraid.
I know who you are.
Do you?
You're my fairy godmother.
Telling a classic story with this one. Is this a movie more about the visuals or about the storytelling?
Yeah, unfortunately, it is a lot about the visuals, crowded with a lot of special effects and CGI. And although Angelina Jolie is very imposing and charismatic as this character, I didn't understand what they were doing with the story, and they ruined one of the greatest villains in film history. I mean, Maleficent is supposed to be bad, and in this film, they attempt to show that she had good roots, and she wasn't always evil, and in the end, she may have been working along with the good forces. So I felt that, like, it really, you know, sort of put to rest what Disney had already established. Way too reliant on the special effects. It had the feel of, like, that Oz remake. I've seen better sequences done in Snow White and the Huntsman as well, and I'm not sure what kind of audience they're going for, because 3/4 of this movie, frankly, is way too scary for little kids.
And her real-life daughter is in this one?
Yeah, that's right. She's got a very small role in it as one of the younger versions of Princess Aurora, who's played by Elle Fanning when she gets older. But the story itself I didn't understand, because she puts this curse on Aurora, but then she kind of watches her grow up and actually ends up saving her in several scenes. So I felt the motivations were very murky. It had a lot of sort of forgettable battle scenes mixed with slapstick humor and some overlong drama. So I really felt like this was the product of Disney bean counters and not a story that really needed to be told. And I think it was just an excuse to get Angelina Jolie in a blockbuster vehicle. I was very disappointed.
How many hammers?
2 out of 5.
2 out of 5. Ooh. Okay. The triple threat that is Seth MacFarlane, he's back in a big way?
He is, yes, and he crafts an authentic Western in A Million Ways to Die in the West. It's like an extended Family Guy episode, so depending on how you feel about that show, you may love this or you may be bored, but, you know, I will say it's about 2 hours long. It is over long. There's a couple of gags around the 3/4 mark that could have been cut out, and a few gross-out gags that I really didn't care for, but you got a really good cast in this movie, including Charlize Theron, who really commits to the role in a breezy kind of way. She's fun to watch. She's got great timing. And Liam Neeson, who's the villain, although he's not very funny, he's just sort of the really bad guy. And what they do in the movie is they do all this location shooting. It feels like a genuine Western, but they talk in a contemporary way. So it had this modern spin on it. Seth MacFarlane, he's not always as engaging as you'd like him to be. So some of the scenes where he's sort of ranting about these jokes, like a Family Guy sort of run-on joke, it gets a little tiresome. But there's enough funny moments in this film, I think, to warrant a watch. I don't think you need to see it in the theater. I would wait for it to come out on Blu-ray or DVD. That being said, though, some genuinely hilarious moments in this.
Seth was busy. He had to write, direct, and star in this one. How many hammers?
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. Okay.
There you go.
Thor's hammers have spoken. Take that for what it's worth.